one issue that continues is manufacturing and being able for Africans to take raw material, turn it into value-added products. And so there needs to be more emphasis on supporting Africans' ability to bring higher value products to the marketplace. That allows them to be able to get more value for their products. It allows them to not only be supplying raw material, which, you know, when you're supplying raw material, there's only so much income you can generate from that. But when you have a finished product that can be brought to the marketplace, it's adding additional value that I think is a missing component. Well, I think part of the problem is that businesses need to have access to the right technical skills so that they can create these products. In my case with Shea Yeleen, we work with women in rural communities who are isolated from the marketplace to a certain extent, and they need access to production tools, they need access to training, they need to be able to create a high quality product, and that's not something that you can expect people to do without having access to certain resources. And so another thing I would add is that AGOA is a trade policy, and it's really great at reducing trade barriers, but it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. We also need to be able to see investments in manufacturing capabilities, investments in providing technical skills and support. We need to be able to give people on the ground access to the tools that they need so that they can create a great product and bring that product to market. And I'd also say that one of the key things is being able to tell Africans that this trade policy is available to them in the countries that, you know, can benefit from AGOA. A lot of times I get emails and calls from people who are like, oh, can you help me use AGOA to get grants? And I think that there needs to be an awareness of what this trade policy actually does. And this is where the African governments can play a huge role in partnership with civil society. African governments are supposed to create their own strategic plans. You know, that's part of being in an AGOA country. And I think that this is where African governments creating strategic plans so that they can further benefit from this trade policy and further benefit from bringing, as you mentioned, more products into the market so it's not so heavily oil and gas, but there's such a variety from textiles to agricultural products, you know, shea butter, coffee, anything that you can think of. But the question becomes, how do we create the right ecosystem so people have access to the right business structures, they have access to the right tools, they have access to the right training so that they can further benefit from this trade agreement?